Hey guys, Kimmy Vapes here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reviewing an e-liquid line coming out of the UK by Vape Dinner Lady. And the e-liquid that I'll be reviewing today is specifically from their desserts line. All of their e-liquid is a 70/30 VG/PG, and the available nicotine milligram their juices come in is 0, 3, and 6 milligram. So let's get right into it. Okay, all of the e-liquids that I will be vaping today are 3 milligram nicotine in the 60 milliliter glass bottles, and they are, as I said earlier, all 70 VG, 30 PG. To try and keep the vape consistent, all of my devices are set up with dual coils, all of them using the same Coilology fuse Claptons, coming in at about a 0.2 ohm coil, and I've set all my devices to 70 watts. So let's go ahead and get started. The first e-liquid that I will be reviewing out of the Dinner Lady Desserts line is the Berry Tart. Now, the Berry Tart is described on the website as a crumbly crust, light creamy filling with a vibrant, sweet, and tangy topping of fresh raspberries and blueberries. An absolute berry dazzler of a tart. So let's go ahead and give that a try. And this is going to be vaped on the Drop RDA on top of my Minikin V2. And right away I taste the berries. The combination of the raspberry and blueberry meld very well together. They're not necessarily distinct from one another. It kind of creates this mixed berries flavor. I don't get a lot of creaminess with this one. And I also don't get a lot of the bakery crust that they say is in this. It's mostly fresh berries. It has kind of a warmth to it, which I suspect that is the crust and the creaminess underneath that creates that warmth to the berries. There's a touch of tanginess, and these are very sweet berries. A very nice all-around vape. I have a feeling with the desserts, in order for you to be able to taste the bakery, you really have to vape these at a higher wattage. I set 70 watts after just pre-testing a couple of these e-liquids. I found in the lower wattage range, below 60 watts, really all I can taste is the fruits and no bakery at all. But as I warm up that vape and I up my wattage, I'm able to start to pick out some of the bakery crust notes. So for me, I would recommend this to vapors who like to vape in the 70 watt and above range to really get all of that bakery and fruit medley that's in there. Okay, the next one that we're going to try, and this is a brand new one from the Dinner Lady Desserts line, is the Dinner Lady Mango Tart. Now this one is described on the website as the finest mango smothered in luscious cream, beautifully balanced with a shortbread crust. Go on, treat your taste buds. So let's go ahead and have a vape. And I am vaping this on the Drop RDA on the Sandsto QIU mod. Now this is one that I will say the cream is more forward. I get a very delicious fresh mango with a cream note on the end of it. I don't really catch any tart or bakery crust in there. Again, I think it's because of where I'm vaping it at. I think if I bumped up the wattage a little more, I might be able to catch that shortbread in there. Let's bump it up to 80 watts. Yes, definitely bumping up the wattage allows me to get that shortbread crust in there. Again, this is another very sweet, creamy mango. So If you're somebody that likes vapes that are more on the fruity side and less on the sweet syrupy side, this one may not be for you. I have a very sensitive palate to sweetness, so I tend to like all of my vapes to be on the lower end of the spectrum for sweetness. Now, this isn't overly sweet in my opinion. It is something that I could vape throughout the day without my palate getting overwhelmed from the sweetness, but there definitely is kind of a syrupy note in there to the mango. It reminds me of like maybe a mango in a mango syrup. Another really good, fresh, vibrant vape, in my opinion, from Vape Dinner Lady. All right, now we're going to move on to the next one. Now, this one's been out for a little bit. It is their Blackberry Crumble, and on their website, they describe it as a warm British blackberries topped with a crispy, buttery crumble. And on this one, I'm going to be vaping it on the eLeaf Invoke mod. Again, same build, drop RDA at 70 watts. Now in this one, I don't get any cream note. I get a very nice tart blackberry. And if you're a fan of blackberries, you know that blackberries have a very tart note to them. And that's the first thing that I pick out on the inhale of this vape, is that little bit of tartness that comes with the blackberries. And then it kind of mellows out throughout the vape. I get just a very slight hint of maybe like a buttery bakery in there. I don't think the bakeries are a very prominent note in any of these, and they really do require high wattage for you to be able to pick out the bakery. And this one surprisingly is not as sweet as the other ones that I have tried so far. They're more tart and tangy to me than a sweet syrupy berry. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next one. The next one that I will be trying is the Dinner Lady Apple Pie Aroma. So the apple pie on Dinner Lady's website is described as fresh apples mixed with a perfect blend of caramelized brown sugar with a hint of cinnamon. And on this one, I'm going to be vaping it on my old trusty Lost Vape Triad with the Dead Rabbit 24 millimeter with the challenge cap on it. Let me preface this one right away by saying this is my least favorite of the line. I am really picky when it comes to apples. For some reason, for me and my palate, apples always come off as they remind me of going into a candle store. And you know those fall and winter candles with the apple and the cinnamon? That's what they remind me of. They remind me of vaping on one of those candles. And that's nothing against Dinner Lady. I think that is my palate in general. I tried a lot of different apple pie vapes from many different companies, and they always just come off to me more of like I'm vaping the incense and not actually tasting an apple pie like I would eat had I baked it. So right away, I get apple pie and cinnamon. I don't get caramelized in there. And again, it could be because I'm vaping it only at 70 watts. We'll try and up this to 80. We'll go to 83 watts. Yeah, I still just get a almost green apple. It doesn't taste to me like a Fuji apple or a red apple. It's more to me of a green apple flavor with cinnamon. Very light on the cinnamon. The cinnamon is not overwhelming. It's a back note to me. And a little bit of brown sugar in there. But I'm not getting that caramel you know, the caramelized apple that I would expect. And I'm not getting any pie crust in there. The main notes I get is like a tart green apple with a hint of cinnamon and brown sugar. So not a real big fan of the Dinner Ladies apple pie. Let's go on to the next. Okay, and the last one that I have for you is the Dinner Lady Orange Tart. And they describe the orange tart as a creamy, zesty orange base on a bed of sweet pastry with a subtle hint of biscuit crunch. So again, vaping this at 70 watts, 0.2 ohm build. I'm vaping this on the Vupu 2 with the Aura RDA on top. And I definitely get a very bright, zesty orange. Now, to me, this is a mix of a candyish orange and a real orange. It's not completely on the candy side, but it's not a true orange like orange juice or taking a bite out of a fresh orange. And I think the candy side of it is that I get a hint of tartness from the orange. To be quite honest, the creamy orange there almost reminds me of an orange sherbet. That's what I would compare this close to, is an orange sherbet. Again, I don't get a pastry flavor in there. I'm just getting like a sweet, creamy orange sherbet flavor. Let's go ahead and bump this up to 85 watts. Yeah, even at 85 watts, to me, this tastes like an orange sherbet. I'm not really getting a lot of pastry in there. However, I will say it's a really enjoyable orange flavor. It's a nice, creamy, slightly tart, sweet orange flavor. So if you're a fan of orange vapes, this one comes off really nice. It's not chemically at all, which I find sometimes with the more citrus notes like orange and lemons, it's very easy to go into the chemically tasting side of them. And this one's not chemical at all. It's very creamy, like I said, orange sherbet to me. So that's all of the Dinner Lady dessert line that I have for you today. And guess what? I have 3 bottles unopened of 3 milligram Dinner Lady's dessert line. I have the Dinner Lady apple pie in 3 milligram unopened, the Dinner Lady Blackberry Crumble unopened in 3 milligram, and the Dinner Lady Orange Tart in 3 milligram unopened that I will be giving away. Now, since these e-liquids do contain nicotine, there are a few rules. One, you must live in the United States. Since there are so many laws regarding nicotine being exported over to other countries, I will keep this giveaway strictly to U.S. residents only. And of course, you have to be of legal vaping age in the country, or I'm sorry, in the state in the United States that you live in. So please make sure when you enter this giveaway, leave a comment down below, like this video, make sure you're a subscriber, and then you'll automatically be entered into this giveaway. If you win the giveaway, I will comment on your comment notifying you, and you will have 2 weeks from the date of me commenting on your comment to claim your prize. How to claim your prize? Simply email me your YouTube name, a copy of your ID proving you are of legal vaping age in the state in which you live, and your shipping info. And that's all you have to do. So you guys, thanks again for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, hit that subscribe button. And if you are already subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification icon so you'll get notified the next time I upload a video. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye-bye.